خب ستاره جان میتونی برای دوستا بگی که امروز با کجا آمدی و چی میخوایی بکنی؟
Okay, so today I'm at the Monash University. There's a conference about Asia, the Asian countries and their dysphoria. So basically, I'm going to be talking about our TV show and also my trip to Afghanistan and how it was, and my research that I did being in Afghanistan of how it is to live there, how it is for foreigners to be there. So let's see what I have to say.
دوستان عزیز، هموطنان گرامی به برنامه ستاره تیوی خوش آمدین. امروز ما و ستاره جان به موناش یونیورسیتی هستیم که یک کنفرانس است برای ایژین پیپل یا به مردم آسیایی که میخوان از ممالکشان و میخوان از فعالیت هایی که ایژین پیپل دارن با خبر شوند. امروز دی کنفرانس به موناش یونیورسیتی است که از تمام ممالک جهان مردم آمدن اینجا جمع شدن و صحبت هایی که هر کدام ما و ستاره جان داریم و یا دیگه مردم دارن میخوان که این صحبت ها را بشنون و از فعالیت های یکدیگر با خبر شوند. این کنفرانس امروز شروع شده که با ساعت 1:30 بعد از ظهر ستاره جان یک پرزنتیشن یا سپیچ داره که با جهانیان فعالیت هایی که دارن فعالیت های خود نشان بده و درباره افغانستان هم صحبت های داشته باشه. امیدوار هستم که این صحبت های ما طرف توجه شما هم قرار بگیره و طرف توجه همه مردم جهان که ما بتونیم که از افغانستان عزیز خود یادآوری کنیم و فعالیت هایی که در افغانستان است و مناظر طبیعی افغانستان، آب و هوای افغانستان و تمام خوبی های افغانستان، مناظر طبیعی افغانستان، همه چیزا را با مردم نشان بدیم. تشکر از توجه شما. با ما باشید.
This is a, I guess, title very dear to my heart, representation in television and cinema. A lot of my work has been around representation, particularly in Arabic speaking communities, but I think there's so many communities that have, I guess, speak to, well, you know, this title speaks to them because there's limited visibility of cinema. Television, we know the Orientalist sort of dominance of our, you know, non-fiction and fiction narratives. So I'm really looking forward to this session. I want to first invite Sutara, Arian, up as our first speaker. She's going to look at representing Afghan communities on television, Australian television, which I'm really interested in hearing. And I'm just going to give you a little bio. Sutara Arian has a degree in media communications and journalism from Monash University, so you're a local. Yeah. For the past 5 years, she has worked as a producer of Sutara TV, a program focused on representing the Afghan community on Channel 31. Yeah. Let's welcome us.
Okay, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm so happy to be here and going first. So today my talk is going to be about how the Afghan people are represented in the media in Australia or even worldwide, because there's not much difference as we see in other Western countries how Afghanistan is shown. So today, so I have a TV show on Channel 31 which I produce myself, and along with my sweet mum there, Arian, she hosts it as well. The main aim behind this TV show was because I grew up in Australia, so I came here when I was like 5 years old. And all I saw was my country being shown like they're terrorists, they're violent, they're just going to kill you, that you should never go back to your country because it's just not a place for humanity. That's all I saw in the TVs here. So then I decided to have my TV show and see, okay, that's how it started, and so we can bring all the Australian community together, the Afghan community together, and have a better understanding of each other. So we started with having just the history of Afghanistan and programs that I could manage to do here. Then about in 2012 I decided that I needed to bring more footages from Afghanistan because I just wasn't still satisfied with what I could get here. So me and my mum travelled to Afghanistan. I thought, well, if I'm going to die, I'm going to die. If I'm going to come back alive, well, that's going to be great. So I can have a story to tell everyone. So we've been there 4 times now, and I never had a problem. I just could do anything that I could do here. live a daily life as I do here. So I've got a few videos to show you. The camera's a little bit shaky because we were travelling on the roads and it was a handheld camera, but it was the best we could get. So yeah, basically I just want to show you a video about an American citizen lady who's gone to Afghanistan to work. She works in one of the TV channels there. So maybe without me standing here trying to prove that Afghanistan is not a violent place, maybe we can hear from other people and you can see video footages yourself. And I hope one day you can even get a chance to go there as well. So I will show you an interview with a lady named Kavita. And if you get bored, just tell me, I'll turn it off. Welcome to the program, Kavita. How are you?
Thank you very much indeed for having me. I'm very good, thank you.
That's great. So can you please tell me a little bit about how you came to work in Kabul?
All right, okay. I'm Indian and I moved to the US in 2002. And since then, you know, I started to take coursework and go to school and things like that. So when I was in school, I was introduced to, you know, Afghanistan through a coursework I did, you know, a book I did. It was called Caravans, a book I read. And that kind of, it started with curiosity and then became a flaming obsession. I was obsessed with coming to Afghanistan at least once.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So what was in this book that made you so interested?
I don't know. I mean, it was. I'm not. You know, I'm not discounting the fact that the author had his or his experience or whatever. But I was not very satisfied with the way the Afghans were portrayed in the book, or the way Afghanistan was looked at in the book. You know, just as a strategic location. You know, for political reasons, but nothing else. You know, nothing beyond that. And I wanted to explore what was beyond that. But believe me, it was just curiosity. How it turned into obsession was something. I don't know. I don't know how that happened. And please note that I was already, I think, heavily pregnant when I decided that no matter what, I'm going to work in Afghanistan at least once. Yeah.
So what do you do here?
I head business development and sales for Shamshad Television.
Oh, okay.
It is the number 2 television in Afghanistan. It is a Pashtun television channel. And I head business development and sales, so ad selling and looking for donor projects, and basically that's the kind of my job. It also involves capacity development. So I have Afghan counterparts working with me, and it involves training them in the skills that I have acquired over the years. So that's it.
Oh, okay, that's really good. So have you moved here with your whole family, or?
Yes, my son is with me. He goes to an American school here.
How many years have you been here?
This is my 5th year.
Wow. So you must be enjoying it then. Have you been back, or?
Yes, I keep going back. I mean, I'm a permanent resident of the US, so I go back twice a year. I think these 5 years have been the happiest years of my life.
Oh, that's very good.
Thank you.
So what do you find interesting about Afghanistan or Kabul? To work here, do you find the people, the culture, which would be similar to yours?
It's very similar to Indian culture, and yet it's very distinct. I was always fascinated by the culture. I was fascinated by the politics and everything that you read in books, whatever you see in films. But I think a place grows on you because of its people. It's not just because of the landscape or because of how many malls it has, or it's because of the people. And I credit these 5 years, these 5 happy years, only because of the people of Afghanistan.
That's very good. Do you think that what you see in the media today about Afghanistan, since you've lived here and had the personal experience, do you think it's like that? You know how the mainstream media shows that it's a destroyed country, everyone's violent. You've been here for 5 years. What is your idea?
I've been here with a child for 5 years, so you can imagine. No, absolutely not. I mean, I'm not discounting the things that the journalists write, because, wartime journalists and, investigative journalism, I mean, these things are, they're science. They're right, really, that's an art, So they're not lying, or they're not guessing, but I think that by highlighting only the negative side and by completely avoiding or completely ignoring the positive side, I think they're doing a great disservice to Afghanistan, because I've met a few people here, a few journalists here, and they have a ball of a time here. They go partying, and if you can party in Kabul, then Kabul cannot be a bad place.
Exactly.
Kabul cannot be that harsh. So if you can have that kind of a life, if a woman is here with a child and she has so much faith in the people here, in the system here, to be able to trust, in her safety and her son's safety, then Afghanistan cannot be such a bad place.
Exactly.
I've had the most fabulous experience. I mean, if it's even possible, people in the provinces are nicer than the people in Kabul.
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I think people in Kabul are like super, super nice. But in the provinces, they're even better than them. So
Yeah.
I can't even tell you how much, how much I miss that experience now.
So which other provinces have you been to?
I've been to Mazar, Herat, Panjshir, Kunar, Lagman, Nangarhar. So these are the provinces, and you know there are lots of places around Kabul that I've been to. So you'll have like Istalif and Pagman and places like that.
Yeah. So you've been to some picnics around Pagman?
Sure,
and stuff?
yeah. I mean, I think everything here is like when you're a foreigner. I mean, people are so good to you, even if it's like an office meeting or something. They will find a way to entertain you, after your office hours, after your working hours. So they're so kind, they're so hospitable and so generous.
That's good to hear. Have you had any problems while being here?
The only problems I've ever had, not as a woman, not yet. I mean, you see, I'm usually very covered up. I'm also very reserved when I'm here. Obviously, in the US and in Mumbai where I grew up, life was very different. But then the culture there is very different.
Yeah.
So I respected that culture and I knew, my boundaries in that culture as well.
Yeah.
And in Afghanistan, the culture is very different. The environment is different, so I live like that.
Yeah.
So, I don't think that it is a huge... step up for me or it's so hard or something. I came prepared for it.
Yeah.
I came here, knowing what I was going to happen. I mean, I knew I had to give it a chance. It was very hard in the beginning. This used to fall off on the streets and, somebody would be nice enough to come and pick it up and give, oh my God, yes. The stories were embarrassing on all counts. But I've survived it.
Yeah.
And now this stays
Now
very
you've
healthy.
adjusted.
Yes, I've adjusted and I feel very comfortable. So I've never had a problem as a woman or as a single mother, not at all.
Oh, that's good to hear.
Yeah. I'm glad because I thought only the negative will be something you're interested in, and I have nothing negative to say, as you can see. I'm just smiling.
Yeah, I thought the same thing. I mean, I've been here 4 times now, and before that I was like, my first time, you see all these things on the news, am I going to get killed as soon as I get off the plane? No.
And you're still alive.
And I'm still alive. It's my 4th time here.
Yeah. Very good.
Yeah. So thank you very much. Well, I do wish you all the best.
Thank you very much.
What do you think about, what's your advice for people who want to come here and work? Just on your honesty for all the viewers.
Oh, okay. I think the most important thing is for you to learn the language. And get as many books as possible on Afghanistan. Even if you read like 100 books, it's still not enough. Because when you come here and you're hit by the Afghan, the wind, like I just say, the hawa they say, and everything changes, everything changes. You either love it or you hate it, but I've never met people who hate it really. I mean, they say they hate it, but when they leave, they want to come back again. So, but the language is very important, especially if you want to work, and it will really, really help you, take you very, very far. That's all from my side. So thank you so much for this interview.
Thank you very much.
You guys are having a great time.
Yes, we're having a wonderful time, and it was really nice to meet you. Thank you so much for coming on the program.
Thank you very much.
And we wish you all the best of luck being here or being back in the US, wherever you are, all the best.
And I hope your program inspires more people to work in Afghanistan. Thank you very much indeed for having me. Thank you.
Okay, so I hope that gets little positive signs from working in Afghanistan or just being a foreigner in Afghanistan. So, of course, as we know that today's media is based on political conflict. It's not actually showing reality. It's always about what's happening in the politics, so therefore it brings hate, violence in the community between everyone. Of course, as we know, it's happening in Melbourne as well, where, people are being discriminated against because they're Afghan or they're Muslim or something. And that brings us on to the topic of how the women of Afghanistan are represented in the media. Just because they follow their religion, which of course even myself, I love my religion and I respect my religion and I'm not being oppressed or anything. No one's ever told me to wear a scarf. No one's ever told me to cover up. It's just my own belief and love and respect for my religion. So that's why. And then I just want to show you that in Afghanistan we don't all just, wearing, people do wear the burqa and everything, of course that's their choice. I've never come across a lady who's complained that her husband or her brothers or her father is forcing her to wear that. And in Islam, of course, we have the right to choose what we want to do. There's, like in Islam, we're not allowed to oppress people, we're not allowed to force people to do anything they don't want to do. It gives us the freedom of choosing our religion. So that's, and I just want to show you the fashion of Afghanistan. It's just one ad which I did while I was in Afghanistan for the TV channels. It's just one of the shops which you'll see, you'll be amazed. I don't know, I was amazed.
Womanland. بهترین لباس‌های عروسی، شیک‌ترین لباس‌های محفلی از ناب‌ترین برندها،
فیصل بیزنس سنتر به سلیقه‌های شما می‌اندیشد.
فیصل بیزنس سنتر.
Was that you?
Yeah, that's me. Yeah, so...
بالا کد سایتا بالا کد سایتا ای زمین بزن پایتا زمین بزن پایتا دو باسه هزده بده دو باسه هزده بده عاشق شیدایتا عاشق شیدایتا
تاج قربان است. ستار کجا رسیدی؟
So I don't know where we are.
تنگی تاج قربان.
Okay, yes, we're there. I just woke up from sleep and I can't open my eyes.
تو هستی مال مردم، تو هستی مال مردم، تا کی پشتت بگردم، تا کی پشتت ای دخترک افغانی بخون خوش زبانی ای با یاد روی جان میکنم غزل خوانی با یاد روی جان میکنم غزل خوانی
دوستای عزیز، هموطنای گرامی، میبینین که هر گوشه و کنار مملکت عزیز ما زیبایی های خاص خود داره.
با میساز قطغن مایده مایده پای بزن مایده مایده پای بزن خرابتا نبینو خرابتا نبینو ای گل نازک بدن ای گل نازک بدن ای دخترک افغان عاشق گمراهی تو اما نس خلوت سهرگاهی تو میسوزم و هست سوز من آگاهی تو از سوخته خش چی میخواهی تو خطو بالا را بیبین ناز سوهدا را بیبین خطو بالا را بیبین ناز سوهدا را بیبین کجا کابرو را نگم زلف سیاه را بیبین کجا کابرو را نگم زلف سیاه را بیبین خطو بالا را بیبین ناز سوهدا را بیبین کجا کابرو را نگم زلف سیاه را بیبین کجا کابرو را
Luna Park of Mazar.
بر تارک خورشید نهد پای از قد هر ذره که لحظه هوایی تو کند خطو بالا را بیبین ناز سوهدا را بیبین خطو بالا را بیبین
یکی از ولایات افغانستان مزار شریف است.
I'm sure you've seen in our past videos which we went there, but today is our 4th day of our trip to Kabul. So we're going to Qarqa and see how exciting fun things we'll be doing, so stay tuned.
مستی درمان با تو میبندم پیمان با درد مستی درمان آتش با جانم زدی آتش با جانم زدی پیوسته ابرو کمان پیوسته ابرو کمان آمدی خوش آمدی.
دوستان عزیز، امی لحظه ما به طرف قرغه روان هستیم. ببینیم که چی چیزای در قرغه میبینیم، چی فن داریم، چی کارهایی میشه، چی فعالیتهایی است، چی جاهایی است. ما همیشه بر شما تا جایی که امکانات است یکایک نشان میتیم. با ما باشید.
جای تو دیده بیا مست و رقصیده بیا حال برخ چیده بیا مست و رقصیده بیا حال برخ چیده بیا.
دوستای عزیز، اینجا بند قرغه است که ما آمدیم. اینجا یک هتل بسیار خوبش است به خود منطقه که حالا ما میریم غذای چاشت یا لنچ اونجا نوش جان میکنیم. چقدر دیزاین مقبول داده شده. یک هتل بسیار مقبول است که با گل‌های مقبول، با رنگ‌های مقبول، با چوکی‌های مقبول، همش دیزاین بسیار خوب شده که اینو بر شما نشان میتونم. ببینین کسایی که به خارج هستین که ما فکر نمیکنم که به هیچ جای این رقم یک جای مقبول و گاردن یا باغ مقبول باشه، رستوران مقبول باشه. ما فکر نمیکنم، ندیدیم. این چوکی هایش هست. این قسمه که شما ببینین با فامیلا ماندگی است. ما دیگه چوکی ها رو نشان داده نمیتونم به خاطر از اینکه فامیلا امروز اینجا بسیار زیاد آمدن برای لانچ یا غذای چاشت که همگی بسیار خوش هستن. و این پرداره که میبینین داخلش فامیلا میان برای میله و همچنان غذای خود اینجا نوش جان میکنن. بسیار یک فضای خوبش و مقبول است، فضای بسیار آزاد و خوبش. خب دوستای عزیز، در این قسمت اینو میبینین که تمام رایدها یا همی وسایل تفریح مردم خیلی زیاد است که آمدن مردم برای میله و همچنان از این وسایل تفریح استفاده میکنن. ببینین چی جای مقبول است. چی یک زیبایی خاص است. باش که ایسا ایسا کوشش میکنم که او طرف عوام بر شما نشان بتم که این طرف دیگهش است. دوست عزیز، دیگه قسمت بند قرغه است که رو بر شما نشان میدم.
دوستای عزیز این دیگه قسمت بند قرغه است.
When you were there?
I was there 3 months ago. Since 2012, I've been going every year twice.
Can you tell us about your family's reaction or their support to your decision to do this?
Well, my mom is behind the camera. That's her support. And my dad, of course, he stayed here, but he was more than happy for it. So they were very supportive. If anybody wants to ask anything, or has anyone been to Afghanistan here?
Hi, I've got a question
Yeah,
for
sure.
you. Actually, I've been to Afghanistan 4 times as part of the documentary film crew, which is actually screening this afternoon, Love, Marriage in Kabul. I was wondering, if you ever, in your programs, talk to local Afghan women, because I mean, you go in, and you're very brave for doing this, but your perspective is always a privileged outsider position. So I was wondering if you ever interview the local women, because you have the opportunity then to kind of use that space to engage and then bring the real people who are actually living there.
Yeah.
Use that
Well,
opportunity
the first
to bring
problem
out-
with getting the local women to talk is because, they're a bit strict on being on camera and stuff like that. But we've talked to schools. We've been to schools and talked to the students, the girls' school. Talked to the principal and talked to a pilot as well. So we do have plenty of those footage, which you can catch online as well, or on Thursdays of the show. Anyone else? Any questions?
Just a question. So you're staying in Kabul. Do you stay with family? Do you have family still back in Kabul?
Plenty of family there, uncle, cousins, aunties, everyone's there. And they've been there all their life. Yeah. So we get to stay with them. I don't want to stay in a hotel because when you got family, you want to...
I don't think you can stay in a hotel when you have family.
Exactly, that's right.
Yeah.
And with our culture, they'll be offended if you stay in a hotel and be like, what, you don't like us? Yeah.
That's quite interesting to see actually the development. I was in Kabul and we were driving from Kabul to Mazar Sharif, and it was 2006. And it was quite dangerous compared to, well, we were men, they were cousins and uncles. They had to wear the Kalashnikovs on their shoulders and back then it was quite tricky, and seeing you drive, it's very impressive, and I'm very happy about the development, because I think since then I haven't heard about anybody from my family who went back, so the first footage since 2006, it's quite interesting.
Yeah.
Thanks for that.
Thank you very much. It just depends on the people, how much they want to push themselves. I mean, the women have to step out and try to get that freedom for themselves. Of course, if you just sit and be told what to do, people are not going to let you do everything. So it depends on the women themselves to step out of that square.
Well, thanks for sharing.
No more questions?
No?
Just coming. The blood section was really beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Everyone loved that dress. I bet that sold first. Thank you so much for your time and for listening.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
Oh, did you have a question yet?
Thank you very much for your presentation. I have one question. Do you find any difference between you and the other young girls same age with you, you know, you live in Melbourne, yes?
Yes.
And did you find any important difference between you and the other same age girls like you?
Well, the only difference for me would be that they have less opportunities there. That's because they're also not trying. Of course, there's the restrictions on them. The culture's different. Of course, the culture's different here, and I'm living in a Western Melbourne culture, and they're living there. So there is some differences at the same time. They still have the
What's
same.
the point of view of you? What's their point of view of you?
What's their
How do they perceive you?
What do they think about?
Yeah.
Oh, so when they saw me, they just come up and give hugs and be so excited. I never had any problem there. All I saw was love and respect and caring. That's all I saw from everyone, the women, the men, the public, everybody.
They don't feel any difference among you and there?
No, I don't know how I feel, but the reaction that they gave me was just so much love and respect. That's all I saw. It was just so nice.
So nice.
I loved it. Thank you.
Thank you.
And can I ask how long you stayed there, everyone?
Every time we go there, we stay there for about a month, and then back, and then after a few months, we go back again. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks so much.
Thank you.